But we're located right on the river, and we do have a riverside view from where we're parked, and it's the beautiful Murray River, which is spectacular here.
Follow me down, there's no one around. Lay back and take your socks and shoes right off. That natural light is so damn polite, can make you feel just like you really.
We've run aground.
Standing underneath the rows of trees, I can see where the ocean meets the sky. Under our clothes, a fire grows. We are ready for this life of running wild. We're running wild underneath the rows of trees. I will see where the ocean.
Guess who's been shopping?
It's like Christmas.
We've been purchasing a couple of things for, well, mostly for Deb, but a couple of things for the caravan as well. And using Parcel Collect at Australia.
Birthday, okay?
Yeah, true, yeah. Using Parcel Collect at Australia Post works pretty well when you're travelling. So you just select the next post office where you hope to be, and that's your address. But it doesn't work for everywhere, because I was going to get a new GoPro 13. But GoPro won't send them to post offices. You have to have a physical address, and they don't count the post. No, well, they wouldn't count the post office as a physical address, so they wouldn't send it.
Residential address. It's a physical address, but maybe it needs to be a residential
Well,
address.
because it's like a post office box or something like that,
Yeah.
they would not send it. Which I thought was a bit odd, so we didn't buy the GoPro, which was probably fortunate, because then I lost the drone and had to spend that money on a drone instead. We're staying at the Discovery Parks Caravan Park in Mildura, or I think it's actually called Baronga, because we're on the New South Wales side of the river. But we're located right on the river, and we do have a riverside view from where we're parked, and it's the beautiful Murray River, which is spectacular here. It's a nice caravan park.
It is a lovely caravan park. If you, it's got that bush setting.
Yeah.
A bush setting right on the river, so you can't go wrong, really. And of course, we snagged a super duper end of financial year special, so it really has been well and truly worth the stay.
Chips, like 3-night special. We got $72, I think, wasn't it, for power and water on the riverfront. I think it's more than just the end of year / winter sale. I think it's also because the park has only just reopened since being flooded in the 22 floods when the Murray River
Well, it was totally wiped out.
Yeah,
wasn't
totally wiped out. What the water level was over the roof of where our van is, so it would have really caused significant damage, and they've only just reopened, so I think that's part of why it's so cheap at the moment.
But the facilities, like the amenities, are spotless, but the camp kitchen was the one thing that I was impressed with. It was really decked out well. Barbecues here are spotless. Even there's utensils at the barbecues that are spotless. It really is very well maintained.
Really is very nice. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with this park. I don't normally say I'm quite impressed with caravan parks, but this one is really nice.
You know the best thing about this park though?
Is the river view.
Not only the river view, but the last 2 mornings we have had the absolute blessing of Mr. Saxman, I think his name is. I'll put his name in the link.
Mr. Sax 63 or something?
Saxman 63. So here he is out here yesterday morning and this morning playing his saxophone. What a beautiful setting. Absolutely gorgeous.
We'll even put a little bit of his beautiful music on our channel as we're looking at one of the paddle steamers go past as well. was very nice, yeah. Yes, we are staying that extra night because we're going to the Trail of Lights this evening. But as much as I like this park, you do, and it's the same with any caravan park, not just this one, traffic noise, city noise. So tomorrow we're on our way to, I don't mind the bird noise, Australian birds. Tomorrow on our way to Wentworth, and we're going to stay at a lagoon near the confluence of the Murray and the Darling. And then something different, well not something different, but we changed our plans. We're now going to do the Darling River run in reverse, starting at the mouth and working our way up towards Burke over the next few weeks. Really looking forward to that. That's going to be fantastic. We finished the work we sort of needed to do all here at Mildura. The car's been serviced for over $1,000. I've done some work I had to do. Zeb's helped finish off the episode, which goes live tomorrow night. So now we wandered down to the Mildura Information Centre.
It's too much to see here.
Well, we're going to stay 2 more days just to have a bit of a look around before we head off. But we've just got a wealth of information here, and all these things to see. And now we're thinking we might have to spend longer at Mildura.
Yeah, let's check out Mildura's history.
Yeah, there is a lot to see here at Mildura. It sounds pretty fascinating. But first things first, I think we'll go to the riverfront and have a coffee.
Definitely, that's first on the list.
This magnificent home was once the residence of the Chaffee family, who played a key role in the development of Mildura. Purchased for £18,000, it was later transformed into an art gallery. Today, Rio Vista Historic House is recognised as Mildura's most important heritage building. Its name, Rio Vista, comes from the Spanish meaning river view, which is perfect given its outlook over the Murray River. The focus here is on sharing the story of the Chaffee family and carefully restoring the house to its former glory.
We went to the information centre yesterday, got all the information about Mildura, and there's far too much to see.
There's way too much to see. We're going to have to stay an extra day or two.
We've got a one-page...
that sun's bright.
That sun is bright. We've got a one-page piece of information which we're using today to get around and have a look at a few of the sites. We may stay another night because the field of lights over here is
the Trail of Lights?
Trail of Lights.
Yeah.
Sorry, field of lights is Uluru or Ayers Rock. Yeah, Trail of Lights is on the island here tomorrow night, so we may stay another night after all. But today is just a get out and have a look around Mildura's history.
Day.
And we're starting off at Locke 11 on the Murray River and the island here and the weir. So we're going to have a look at that area first. And we can hear one of the paddle boats in the distance tooting its horn, so it should be coming through the lock in the next 10 minutes or so.
This bridge.
I think this bridge, I don't know what it does, but obviously it moves and we're standing on it, so we might have to move.
Can you just spin around and show, look at the markers where the different flood levels have been.
Oh yeah, we'll just show you this. This is the flood levels.
That is amazing.
And way up there is the one a couple of years ago. 1870 is another metre higher again. And here comes the vessel, this paddle steamer. Paddle steamer is pulled into lock number 11. You can see the gates closing behind the paddle steamer, and then they'll lower the water level down and open these gates just here once it reaches that level. The difference between the water height between the lock and below, the lock's a good probably 3 metres by the looks of it, but soon they'll release the water from in the lock, lower the vessel down, and then open these gates and it'll continue on. The gates have just closed, so you can no longer go onto the lock itself. We're about to start pumping the water out. Now we know why that egret was so eagerly hanging around. He's obviously trying to catch fish as it comes out of the weir or out of the lock. So I'll be well and truly underwater even at 1975. 22 and 1956 a while above that.
1956, but I think it went.
There's another one
marker.
again, which is 18 something.
Yeah, I
even
thought it was
higher still.
1856. So it was a lot higher.
Yeah, obviously
In the
climate change was happening way
1800s.
back in the 1800s. After looking at the paddle steam that goes through the lock, we've continued on to look around Locke Island itself. And as we're wandering around, we can see all the paraphernalia set up for the light trail show, which they run on Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. And tomorrow's Friday, and we were heading on to Wentworth tomorrow, so we weren't able to see it, but it's got us intrigued.
Yeah, we've made a decision to stay an extra night
So
because it's going to be spectacular.
So we've booked in to see the light show tomorrow night, and we'll stay another night here at Mildura, which really is quite a stunning location. I am looking forward to getting out of the city, but I'm also looking forward to seeing this tomorrow night.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, you can hear all the birds in the background. There's different parrots and rosellas and lorikeets and things, so out comes the big camera. And I've been focusing on that for the last half hour or so and quite enjoying myself.
So the big lens arm is getting a workout, isn't it?
I haven't been using the camera for a while, so I'm out of camera carrying condition. The shoulders are aching from carrying the big camera. We've arrived at the Australian Bush Botanical Gardens.
It's definitely got that bush feel.
So it's on New South Wales side of the Murray, just north of Mildura, about 6k. We'll go for a look around, show a few photos. It's always a decision, do I take the GoPro or a camera? Because, you know, it's a garden, there'll be birds. I'm taking the camera this time.
Useless.
The Australian Inland Botanic Gardens came to life in 1983 when 3 CSIRO scientists suggested the idea of a botanic garden designed for semi-arid land. Today it's home to plants from all around the world, alongside stunning native vegetation and local wildlife. One of the highlights is the Rose Garden, with over 1,600 rose plants in a spectacular range of colours. We visited in August, just after the bushes had been cut back, so unfortunately we didn't get to see them in full bloom. But even then you could imagine just how breathtaking it must be. The gardens are run by passionate volunteers, and it's thanks to their hard work that this place thrives. With its mix of exotic and native plants, it's a peaceful and beautiful spot to take a walk and just soak in that natural beauty.
We're back at Lock 11 to see the Trail of Lights.
Really looking forward to this.
The sun has gone down. There's still a slight glow in the sky. It's about 5 to 6, I think.
5 to 6 degrees, you mean?
It's bloody cold. We're rugged up. Anyway, we're looking forward to this.
Yeah,
hopefully
definitely.
it's worth the effort.
Yeah,
I don't know how we'll go capturing it at night time. The iPhone might be okay, but
yeah, I think it will
GoPro's
be.
a bit ordinary and low light, so might be some iPhone photos.
That's what we'll be doing.
Well, we're back from the Fields of Lights. What did you think of it?
I didn't mind it. I guess it was pretty, but I don't think it was worth the $45.
Yeah, look,
Sorry.
I did enjoy it. I only paid $35, of course, because I had a concession.
You're an old
And I'll
fella.
say it was just worth the $35.
Yeah.
Look, I enjoyed it. I probably expected more from it, so maybe I expected too much, and that then therefore just disappointed me a little
I
bit.
think if it had, like, if they had music, soft music playing in the background, that'd be lovely.
Look, particularly if it was time to move with music or
Yeah.
something like that, would just be mind-blowing. As it was, and look, probably just a bit unlucky with the night. It was a dead still night, so those fibre optic little jellyfish things were dead still. There was no movement anywhere, and just a
I'm
little
glad there was no movement, really. I mean, it
well,
was
wind. Oh,
it's a
look,
cold night.
just a small breeze just to move the fibre optic, give some movement to the art show would have made it just a little bit better, and some sort of music to go with it would have made it better. But look, I did enjoy it. We spent just
Glad
over
we
an hour
went.
there. We spent just over an hour, so it
Yeah.
couldn't have been too bad. We did enjoy it. Just I probably expected a little bit more, that was all. We've arrived at our next campsite. We've left the Murray River at Mildura, and we're now camping at the Murray River at Wentworth. So we only travelled about 30k today. This one is not a caravan park, it's a free camp, just the way we like it. We're camping out just down the road from Lock 10 on the Murray. We did see Lock 11 when we were in Mildura, and now we're camping at Lock number 10, which is, I think it's called the Lagoon campsite or something like that. I'm sure I've said it wrong, but I'll put a little thing down the bottom to say what it's called. So we're set up, and Deb's cooking lunch. What are we cooking? Well, what are you cooking for me?
It's great having this outdoor kitchen area to cook.
Yeah, it's
So,
fantastic.
what am I cooking? Well, we're having some souvlaki wraps with beautiful lamb and salad.
Yummy. Oops. So we had the lamb yesterday, so the leftover lamb is going on to the souvlaki wraps. Looking forward to that. This looks like a great campsite. I'll show you some drone footage and show you around shortly.
Got this beautiful marinated goat cheese from Coles yesterday. It is delicious. So you better like it. It's pretty darn expensive.
And the finished product. Yummy lunch.
Mine's burnt. Enjoy.
Mine's beautiful. Well, we're now enjoying our souvlaki wrap
I'm enjoying mine.
as we look over the Murray River. But I've just aged about 12 months because while we were walking over here, I said to Deb, I'll put the drone on automatic mode just to fly around us and film as we walk across. I'll show you a bit of the footage. I don't know what the drone was thinking, but it flew under a tree, around a tree, high up above the tree, over the water.
Twigs everywhere.
It had me a nervous wreck. I thought any moment it's going to come tumbling into the Murray River and I'll lose my brand new drone. I had to rush back to the
You
van.
would have to swim.
I'd have to swim, would I?
You would, definitely.
I'll show you some
You'd have to
footage.
jump in.
It was just scary, I tell you.
It was a bit erratic, but I think it was well in hand. It had it well in hand.
It did. I just simply didn't trust it. As we're doing the Darling River run in reverse, starting at the mouth, we do of course have to go to the mouth. We've left our campsite and it just past Locke and have driven up to the confluence of the Darling and the Murray. So we just talked to another gentleman who was there taking some video and photographs, and he's also going on the Darling River boat cruise, the Savi. And he's
Talked us into it.
Talked us into it. So we're going to.
Didn't take much talking.
We're just going to do a couple of quick photographs here and go and prepare ourselves.
This can work off the pizza. That's pretty amazing, eh?
Fantastic. This has been a good little visit here actually. We've been talked into doing the paddle steam cruise on the Darling, which is great, and now we've just met another gentleman up that tower up there, and he's just travelled down the Darling River run. He's told us 2 stations to definitely stay at, Trilby, which I'd already heard of, but Nalliagal, something like that. Anyway, well, hopefully we'll find the wicked camps. He reckons they're great stations to stay at, so that was a useful bit of information. Looking back here towards the PS Melbourne, which we're about to head off on. We made it. We managed to get back to our caravan, get some supplies together, go into town and get some cash, and down to take the PS Melbourne paddle steamer Melbourne cruise on the Darling River, which runs for 3 hours. We were just going to photograph it from the mouth there, as we did a little bit, but now we get to travel along it on the paddle steamer and have a This a decent blast. Deb's already on board, got her cup of tea in hand, so I think I shall go and join her. There's a few trip hazards on the old boats, so I won't design them with safety in mind.
Which way do you think we're going to go?
Engineer has stoked that boiler and we are underway. I think we're herding all the pelicans along the Darling River. We're getting more and more as we travel along and they fly up to the next bunch. We've run aground. It's very quiet because we've travelled out 14 to 15k up the Darling and now we're turning around to go back. We are now at the mouth of the Darling and Murray. So we're getting to see it from the riverside now, on the river I should say.
It's been a beautiful cruise.
Yeah, it has been a fantastic cruise. We'll show you a bit of the mouth.
However, only 13 of the locks and weirs were ever completed. Once again, here at Wentworth, we have number 10. And the very first of the series begins down in South Australia at a township known as Blanchetown.
We kicked off the Darling River run at the meeting point of those two great rivers, the mighty Murray and the Darling River.
In our next episode, we'll be following the Darling River all the way to its source. Now the source is a bit debated, but we believe we are at the actual source of the Darling River.
Yep. So join us next episode for the Darling River run.
Cheers guys.
You turned toward me and looked so weak. I've never seen you with such tired eyes. And everything we said we'd be, we just traded for a suit.